Hello everyone, it's Jeff again. I'm going to be doing another reaction video again. And this is a continuation from Graphnix's series of... So yeah, I'm going to be reacting to that. So I'm going to be reacting to the opening of Haunted Box from an unsolved murder case. Something evil is in this box. So before I even start, I want to give a disclaimer here. If you do not like the content I make, the reaction videos, or any of the stuff I do on my channel, if you don't like them, don't watch and don't somewhere else. Because all you're going to be doing is jamming me up you. And that's the damn truth, everyone. That's the damn truth. So now, without further ado, let's get to the video right now. On to the video.
And in 1952, a mysterious fire started in their home, killing them all. You guys up here?
Oh boy.
Oh my god! Something's in there! Something's in there!
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Open up this crate and get this haunted murder mystery started. Okay, so we just finished setting up a bunch of security cameras all around the entire house in case anything else paranormal happens. We are hoping that we end up catching some spooky stuff on film.
Alright guys, I'm going to be looking at all the security cameras. We have a ton of them set up around the house and around the area. It's going to be hard to track every single one, but I'm going to try my best.
So, the crate, it's right here, and we actually set up a bunch of different cameras, as you guys can see, because we're going high-tech here. We want to be sure to visualize every possible item in there, and so that you guys can actually see everything.
Now, lastly, we have our very, very top secret weapon, Shira Crenshaw, which has a little something to say.
For those who don't know me, I have a criminology degree. And hopefully with all of those hours spent in the classroom and in the labs, I can use the skills that I've learned in school to help us solve this murder mystery case.
Bum, bum,
Bum,
bum.
bum, bum.
Alright, so we are all set and finally ready to open the box. Who wants to do the honors?
Not me.
Shut up.
I was actually expecting to fight
Nope.
one of you guys to do it. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's
Crack this guy open.
Yeah.
2, 1, and open. Oh my god, that is a lot more shallow than I thought.
Yeah,
We got,
which is all the evidence we got.
spoiler alert, there's more under here. Alright, so just looking, we have,
What does it say?
it says Bromley Family Case Files, case status open 04/11/74. So this is the last time that this case was looked at, 1974, and they still couldn't solve it. We did a haunted cold case like this before, and in the case files, they didn't talk about any kind of paranormal things whatsoever, which was one of the reasons why they were unable to solve it. So we're going to take a look of everything inside the box. We're going to see if we can make any paranormal connections to the actual case, come up with our own conclusions before reading this. What else do we have?
Got
Some
It's a big earring. Just kidding.
it's an earring.
They're little Beyblades.
No.
Ladies in high school. Not high school.
In high school?
Definitely not in high school.
This guy says high school.
Uh.
Oh my god. 3, 2, 1.
Really?
Oh, that's messed up, dude. So okay, so we do have a letter. And it's all brown and crumpled. It's also a cursive, which, Jesus.
Are you gonna be able to read it?
Been a while since I've read any cursive, so hopefully I can still read this. The letter reads, Hello, Father Adam. We regret to inform you that your wife Jezebel has passed away last night in her sleep due to the flu. Jezebel. I didn't.
Who's that?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. They only told us about Father Adam and 3 orphans. There was nothing about any wife, but
Okay.
Maybe it's
so
irrelevant
now
to
there's a wife.
I mean, if it was relevant, it wouldn't be in here, right? But anyway, so she passed away from the flu.
As you know, her symptoms were getting worse and worse, and unfortunately, there was nothing we can do.
Funeral preparations could be arranged at any point. May her soul rest in peace, and hopefully it doesn't affect the kids too much. As we both know, they have gone through enough already.
Okay, so it didn't really say anything specific to this case. I'm guessing Father Adam had a wife, and she passed away, which is unfortunate. And yeah, from the flu, which was extremely common back then. Like, especially if she lived in here, we had to hike so long, right? I can't imagine like a doctor being able to come here like very often. So let's keep going through and see what's next. We have
certificate of adoption with 3 names on it, or 4, I guess. We have Amelia, we know who that is, Marcus, and Jonathan. And then there's someone down here who signed it called Adam.
Yeah, Father Adam. So it's just the certificate of them being adopted.
Director, please. Thank you, sir. My producer got me another knee thing so that my knees don't break. Okay, so let's remove this. Jesse, do the honors, please.
Oh my.
And take a look at this.
That's crazy.
I feel like there's a lot going on in here.
A lot of like
Right?
It smells like fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it smells like charred, almost like
Sorry, ads.
hair.
Yeah.
Like charred hair.
I like good.
You want to dive in, Shiro?
Oh,
The first that's the first thing I noticed.
that is a gas
Oh my
canister.
god, guys.
Oh,
Look,
boy.
It's like melted.
Yeah, look at this. So, not only is it a gas canister, but look, there's burns all the way to like the holes,
My
right?
goodness.
Now,
That is interesting.
I'm no expert, but if I were to guess, I would probably say this caused the fire that originally burned this house down, right?
I would assume so.
It could have still been an accident, right? This could have just been at the wrong spot at the wrong time.
It could have been set up.
Ooh.
That too. All right, so who's next? Who wants to take a dive in?
I already got my hand in here,
Right?
so...
You're going to use that in there.
Pick something random here. We got a... Okay.
A crucifix.
It looks very
Oh.
It's always, every time we do this, there's always some sort of like thing
Yeah.
that ends up all over the floors, but at least it's not my house this time, so I don't have to clean it.
It looks really burnt.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it blackened from like a fire?
Does it smell like?
Smoky?
It does smell really smoky.
Yeah, it's definitely like burnt a bunch. I don't know if you guys could see it too much on the camera because it's like really, really black, but it's it has gone through some hell.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's one thing I saw that caught my eye.
Oh,
What is that?
that.
Oh, here
That's gonna be important.
we go.
I know for a fact.
Journal?
Look at this. It is some type of journal, and it is charred to the max, like burnt
my.
to the crisp
It barely
here.
got out alive.
So it seems like it's Father Adam's journal. And it says, "To all my children that seek sanctuary, safety, forgiveness, and most of all redemption in the name of the Lord, me and my wife Jezebel has opened this orphanage to you." So again with Jezebel, this is clearly another character that we just don't know if either irrelevant to this case or maybe very relevant and they didn't think so, but
Just overlooked it, maybe?
I
possibly.
would say anything to do with this journal would automatically be super important.
All right, and it also says one more thing, and it is
Does that say Psalms?
a Bible verse.
Oh.
Okay,
My
6:8. Does anybody offhand know?
Mike?
Yeah, actually, I'm super religious. One sec. Let me just check my memory banks. It's,
Dude, are you even looking at the cameras?
yeah.
Sure, like this is pretty serious.
I
see the chips.
hey, I'm doing my best. And actually, here's the Bible verse. It's set, I mean,
according to my brain, it says, "The Lord openeth the eyes of the blind. The Lord raiseth them that are bowed down. The Lord loveth the righteous."
Well, it makes sense that he has all of like, well, we have like a cross in the box over here, and then that we have this.
Yeah, the Bible verse, like he's a priest, right? Okay, so I have one question for all of you.
What is that?
Who likes to read?
I think I did enough in school.
Yeah. He's on camera.
Full degree and all.
What are you trying to say here?
Well, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, Mike is busy looking at the cameras. Shira has a criminology degree.
You're the main character.
I'm the main character, absolutely, and Jesse's our producer. So there's only one guy that's kind of interchangeable here.
I don't know. He's supposed to show up anytime.
Like the camera,
And
man.
it is you. Just look through it. If there's anything interesting, just walkie-talkie us, okay?
All right. Well, hopefully there's no like passage in here that's gonna get me like all kinds of stuff.
Have fun, bro.
I'll be upstairs. Good luck.
All right, Sheriff, you're up. Dive in.
Oh,
See what we get. Okay.
The hell?
I don't know what it is yet. But, oh, it looks like a chicken. It's a chicken.
It's a chicken.
It's a chicken. Maybe it was like some kind of toy?
Yeah. It's like,
really goodness.
yeah, it kind of looks like an old toy. It's super hard to tell with all this like bone, but
You're really taking that everything that's in here is from.
this is where I was smelling the burnt hair
Really?
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that just doesn't smell good.
That is
Okay.
hella burnt.
A chicken.
Oh, and
Chicken.
What do you got, Nick?
we have something spiky.
Is that a porcupine?
No,
What is that?
it's like I think it's
Oh, a
like
hedgehog.
Yeah, hedgehog.
oh,
Little hedgehog.
it's cute, and it's also like super charred, like almost everywhere. It's half its face is kind of ripped off too, which is a little spooky, but also burnt. So they look like toys that somebody like made or something, right?
Huh.
Yeah.
And they all survive the fire, which is pretty incredible. There's also oh, sorry, it's just getting absolutely everywhere. Another
Look. What kind?
here, check it out. What do we
It's
got?
like, I don't know what that is there, but it's definitely burnt. You can see from the pages.
Yeah.
This book barely made it out alive, but so it has names in it: Jonathan, Marcus, and Amelia, which we know are the orphans.
Okay, so it's like
So I guess it belonged to all of them. Maybe they shared it. Okay. So I just flipped the page, and it has a little paragraph here. It says, "To each of my new beautiful children of God, please use this journal as you please. Know that however you express yourself in this book, it will be safe from my eyes. Only for God to see. Love, Adam." Okay, that's
So,
a-
like,
I would say that's
weird. That's kind of sketchy,
that is
right?
really
Yeah.
weird.
Very weird.
I'm guessing
Adam.
like a diary of some sort, just so they
Yeah,
could, like,
oh my god. I honestly thought that was, I didn't even see the next page, but Amelia wrote in here.
Let's see.
It's kind of adorable. She
Oh my
used
god,
crayons.
Pink crayons. You want to read through it?
Amelia wrote, "Father Adam took me and 2 other kids in. I like it here so far. Much better than the last home I was in. The other kids are boys, but they are really nice. Aw. And don't hurt me."
Oh man, that's rough.
I don't like to hear that at all. And then it just says, "I'm happy here" with a smiley face. So at least we know that she was happy here with the other kids, but
Wherever she
the
was
fact that
last.
the fact that she was expected, or surprised that they weren't hurting her is really sad to hear.
Now there is a couple other pages in here. One page from Jonathan, one from Marcus, and then another from Amelia, but there's nothing really significant. It just explains Jonathan says that he's the oldest kid here, and his biological parents told him that as an older brother, it's their job to take care of the younger ones.
And now that he's an older brother, he's kind of feeling responsible for taking care of these other two orphans. Yeah, it's kind of like really sweet, right? And then the last one, Marcus, is saying that Father Adam told him that as long as he prays and believes in the Lord, people can live forever. And he's saying that he's hoping that his biological mom and dad believed in God so they can live forever too. So these kids obviously went through a lot, and Father Adam took them in, as well as Jezebel, I guess. And it seems like they were really, really happy with Father Adam. And very cute thing right here is Amelia explains that Jonathan was actually the person that made those toys that we saw in the box. So good for him. Good, very, very good for him. We also have, which I saw in the picture, but
Another toy?
this guy, which is a super, super cute owl. So that's pretty good for Jonathan to really stand up as like an older brother. So that's pretty cool.
Producer Jesse cuts in to turn on some lights because it's getting really dark.
Hey, now there's another toy that wasn't mentioned in the
Choose between love
Sorry.
and money and
Alright, ad.
kingdom. I'm so hungry. What? Who needs?
journal, but
It's definitely bigger than all the other toys.
it's like a little person. Look at that, and it's like
Looks like a scarecrow.
yeah, kind of like a scarecrow. It's got a like straw hair.
It's burnt.
It is burnt to all hell, and is full of foam.
He had a rough time.
Yeah,
Okay.
seems like it.
Guys,
Yeah.
reading through the journal here, and there might be something you guys want to come see.
Huh?
It's pretty big.
The frick?
Shell, what's up?
Where is he?
Where are you? Shell?
Not in there. Is he in that room? Tell me he's not in that room.
Ah!
No! My goodness.
Okay, dude, what's going on? Did you see anything
Okay.
interesting?
Yes, things are about to get really crazy. So, I decided to read this in the spooky room where we heard the whispers.
Yeah, kind of strange.
Nice
Okay.
AC in here too.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the priest.
Yeah.
Or the father, and this is what he had to say about his wife, who passed away. Last night, my loving wife Jezebel passed away in her sleep. She had finally succumbed to her flu. I prayed to the Lord that heaven would gain a new angel, but I knew that it was unlikely.
Well,
What? That's
Yeah.
kind of like a weird thing to say after your wife like passes away, right?
Yeah, that's a little odd.
Well, we're about to get into why he thinks this. I had saved my wife from the faith that was truly ungodly. I introduced her to the joys of Christianity, and I truly thought that she had left her old, evil ways in the past.
What?
But I was
Evil
mistaken.
ways.
Going through my wife's belongings this morning, I found a book which contained the devil's work. Rituals, witchcraft, and writing in the language of Lucifer was all found in this
What the
book.
frig?
So like we're talking witchcraft.
Yeah,
Like,
witchcraft, like summonings, like all kinds of like demonic stuff.
Paranormal stuff.
yeah, this is starting to actually like things are starting to make sense.
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
going
yeah,
on,
Which
right?
is probably why we were hearing whispers, footsteps, like this place.
That's probably why we never even heard of her in the first
Right?
place.
Like,
Not
Trying to
bury
hide
her,
it.
right?
Yeah, exactly. If your wife is like a witch, like you don't really like want.
especially
paranormal
like back
things.
then too.
You know what people
like
know, right? Yeah.
It's also not
right.
criminal.
yeah,
Paranormal things aren't criminal, right?
yeah,
So
true.
that's probably why it wasn't in there.
So he says he attempted to burn this book, but the thought of destroying her possessions pains me greatly. I shall leave this task for another day. God help me.
Okay.
So it's this like
Wow, that's a lot of
there's
information.
a book. This like it's not this book. This is like the journal. But surely like in the box there's gonna be like the book full of all like the
Yeah,
rituals,
yeah, the
and we can literally pinpoint exactly what went wrong and
Yeah.
find a way to fix it. I'm actually pretty optimistic about this.
Well, there's more on the other side that I haven't read yet. So It could tell us where the location of this, or he could have already burned the book. We don't know.
Here, let me see. I'm just gonna read through it really quick, and I'll summarize if there's any like good information.
Yeah.
All right, so I read through the pages, and there's like 5 more pages full of crazy things, and I'm not gonna read them all. I'm gonna summarize some of the weirdness that goes on here, and then the last page, which is crazy, I'm gonna read out to you guys. So he's pretty much saying that he spoke to his children afterwards, and to see if his wife kind of taught any of like the witchcraft stuff to them. None of the kids knew anything about it. He tries to destroy this book over and over again, and eventually a month passes and he still can't destroy the book. Oddly enough, he's able to destroy and remove all of his wife's possessions from the property. But every time he attempts to destroy the book and burn it, he hears his wife telling him not to, which is like pretty friggin' crazy.
Like, is the book saying that?
I don't know. I can imagine that it was said in his head, maybe, but at the same time, like, who knows how demonic this book is? So maybe it was speaking to him using his wife's voice or
This book
something.
is getting real scary.
And there is a Bible passage, Luke 22:40, and after looking it up, it says, "Pray that you will not fall into temptation," which is like directly related to what he was saying here. So I'm guessing all these Bible passages,
Like his temptation to burn the book, maybe?
or I think it might be his temptation to read it, because it's this
Okay.
book is like blasphemic, right? So he's trying his hardest not to read it, and I'm sure his wife, or he's hearing his wife calling to him to read it. But this is where it truly just like gets super, super weird. He explains that he finally opens the book and he can't read anything in it. It's in like, he said it's in the language of Lucifer, and he just can't. And after a few weeks, he turns the page and one of the pages is in perfect English, which doesn't make any sense. Like, why would there just be one page in perfect English, right? But the page is a type of ritual to speak to the dead.
Wow.
And he's thinking about using it to speak to Jezebel.
Oh,
so
man.
I could already see, you know, like where we're kind of going with this.
Crazy how this whole wife thing just like got completely glanced over.
Right? They didn't mention a wife whatsoever. It was irrelevant, but now it's kind of seeming like whatever happened here was directly related to the passing.
Well, maybe
of
just like
Jezebel.
the idea of like actually talking to the dead is so like ridiculous to like anyone like who doesn't watch these like types of videos. They don't know like paranormal stuff is like an actual thing.
Exactly. So it leads off with him talking to his wife, and that doesn't say anything about what was going on or anything. And it just
doesn't.
That's the last page. The last page was him doing the ritual, and something about him having to use like the kids in the ritual for some reason, but it doesn't say anything about that.
That's pretty cool. The journal, but I'm interested to see what you have here.
So I actually went through this a little further, and there's a couple more passages from Marcus and Jonathan. And Jonathan mentions that ever since Jezebel died, Father's been acting weird, and he actually says that he took us into a weird room, and Amelia was doing something strange. And he ended up making Amelia a doll to feel better, which was the doll that we saw in the book.
Okay.
And Marcus also says that things are getting weird, and Amelia writes about her doll, which is right here, and she says that she's truly happy with the doll around, but the doll is apparently speaking to her at night. So
We got haunted dolls now.
haunted dolls, and again, that is the last page in the book. So we kind of have an idea about what's going on, but not really sure like how the house got burnt down and all that. So there's a few things left in the box. Let's go back in there and dig them all out, and hopefully we can come up with like a solid conclusion. All right, let's see what else we have. And this kind of popped out. And
That's the demonic journal.
It is
Oh,
the
no, that's the
Holy
Holy Bible.
And that is not a demonic journal.
The Holy
But
Bible.
yeah, actually, I was gonna say a buck close, but truly just not even close.
That's like really shiny.
Yeah, it's
like
got
gold plated.
It's got
This
this
is a-
whole trim around it, like.
Is it burnt at all?
Kinda.
There's like some burnt stuff around
I was
it.
gonna
but
say, I love how the
James
most holy thing here is the only thing that's
like
less
not
burnt.
burnt.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it is less burnt. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's
Another
heavy.
picture frame. And that would be Jezebel.
Huh.
Would you look at that? That is creepy. And there's a picture of Amelia in the other room, but this one wasn't hung up. It's feeling kind of empty. I think we might. Oh.
Anything else?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I heard that.
Oh.
Hit the bell.
Wow.
Dinner's ready.
That's like. Look at this, like this bell.
Imagine that's how they summon the
One of the
weapons.
things that was said is a bell ringing. People could hear a bell ringing at night sometimes. So, you know what? That's a good idea. Let's keep track of this and make sure we know where it is at all times. In case we hear a bell, we can see if it's coming from this and something's ringing it, or something's ringing another bell. And I didn't feel anything else in there, but
Put my hand in.
oh, there's something.
Oh yeah.
It feels like a disc or something. Something
I was
really
gonna say
flat.
CD. Can you grab that?
A disc?
And oh,
Sorry, alright, out.
Hey.
Oh, things
Dude.
are interesting.
this is a record.
Yeah.
That's why we have the record player.
Literally, I was pointing at it.
Okay, wait. Hopefully, it could play with.
Well, what does it say? There's like a.
I'm gonna
that's
dip
a
it, let's
letter.
bring it off.
It says these two records were officially dismissed as evidence. No conclusion can be made as to how the events on this record relate to the death of all 4 victims.
Oh my god.
But it said 2 records. Is there? Do you feel like another one?
I literally only found one. I think we're all out of.
Yeah, this is everything that's in the
So
box.
we're missing
Dude,
one.
okay, let's go and clean this off and just like pop it
Then
right in the
Morgan has
record
fallen
player and
asleep.
see what's on it, okay?
Okay.
All right, we got the record, and I'm super excited to see what's on this. Hopefully, we get some like answered questions.
Yeah,
but
or it's gonna be some solid music.
Oh,
if it's
yeah,
just
some
music,
tunes.
low key, I wouldn't even be mad about that, dude. Some like music from the '70s, some disco tracks.
Nice.
Okay,
So,
so
father's favorite disc. So Elvis Presley is what I'm expecting.
Elvis Presley. Let's see. Oh my god, this is so complicated.
Oh boy.
There should be like a button. Power? I think
I
power.
guess they had buttons back then, bro.
Maybe.
Oh, ready. And this should be the beginning. Something's playing.
Okay.
So
What?
Frankie?
One of the rituals.
I'm feeling good. I think I'm ready, Father.
What? Right? So this is probably like the ritual to speak to Jezebel.
Oh, Frankie.
The bell.
Wait, that's the same.
It's the same right there.
What the heck?
I'm here with you, Adam.
Wait,
Oh my gosh. Is that my mom? Mom, is that you?
was that? That doesn't sound like. Oh,
Who's that?
Do not fear, children. It's your mother. She's here using Amelia as a vessel to speak to us.
Amelia?
What?
What the frig?
This doesn't seem right.
I'm so sorry, Jezebel. I just wanted to say
This is crazy.
one last time. Forever. Please, don't leave me. I'm sorry, Jezebel. Goodbye, my love.
What?
Oh, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, is that?
Are we
I think
Can we
that's.
pause it for a second?
Yeah, hold up. Let's. Okay, so there was the ritual that he was explaining in the book. Essentially, there's this demonic book that Father Adam had it was in Jezebel's possessions, and he was looking through it, and he couldn't read anything until one page of the book was just randomly in English, and it was a page about a ritual to how to speak to the dead. And from what I can understand, he used Amelia as like a vessel to communicate with Jezebel.
Because he's been wanting to talk to her?
That's absolutely insane.
And obviously it sounded, from the record, it sounded like it actually worked, like we were able to hear them.
Right?
That's true. What?
There's something on the camera.
What?
Huh?
There's just something in the hallway.
There's nothing there.
There was just
This hallway right here.
right there.
Go check it out. It's this hallway here, right, Mike?
You see us?
See what?
Okay, yeah, go back and check the footage. I want to see.
Okay.
It's not there.
What's going on?
It was just.
See, you have it loaded?
Yeah, look. There's like some sort of figure. I don't even know what it is.
You're right.
What
it's like,
the frank?
It's really glitchy, but there's definitely something right
Yeah,
there.
it's like a hooded.
Are you talking about the hallway next to us?
Okay, and switch cameras?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
I don't get what this
That's literally what's up the stairs.
Did anybody hear anything?
I heard nothing. It must have been when we were looking in there, right?
Like, I have no idea. It has to be like.
So you're saying it was literally right there while we were in the room?
It might have been something that only like our security cameras were able to pick up, right?
It's like invisible.
Possibly. Like we didn't see anything. And look,
the one upstairs.
Yeah.
Wait.
Switch cameras, and he's
Upstairs. Let's go check it. Let's go check it.
Let's go. It literally just vanished right here.
It vanished?
Yeah,
Like in thin air.
Shh. There. Go check. You check. Yeah, go check. Come on. Nothing.
Dude, there's something up with this room.
What the?
The bell. The bells. Go back downstairs. Go back.
Hello?
Who's here?
It was literally just you put it on the speaker, no?
Yeah, where's the bell? It's gone. Oh, yeah, I put it right. Yeah, I put it right here. Well, where is he? I don't know. What's going on? Wait.
Stuff. Thank you.
Oh my
Wait, that's that room.
Someone.
It's coming from the room. Okay, we're opening this door.
Did you know?
What? Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna open the door. Yeah, open it. I can't. We're still trying to help. I can't open it. What do you mean? You can't. I'm literally push it. Like, push it. Open it. Go open it or something. Whoa, wait. Michelle?
What the frick?
Michelle? Camera, bro. Dude.
Uh-oh.
Michelle.
Oh no.
Michelle.
My goodness. To be continued. So yeah, that's the end of the reaction video, and I hope you guys like this reaction video. Hope you guys like it, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn those notification bells on every time I upload, and share my videos and reaction videos to your friends and power one. And don't forget to subscribe to Graphnix if you're new. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe. Let's get on to 1 million subscribers before the end of the year, if possible, or the start of 2022. And we're on the road to 2K subscribers, or maybe 3K subscribers. And I'll see you all in the next banger reaction video, and I'll see you all in the next time. Peace out, everyone.